prepare to honor and thank our nation's heroes this Veterans Day. President Trump's re-election campaign is organizing his supporters who have served this country. Joining us now is Air Force veteran and co-chair of Veterans for Trump, Scott O'Grady. Scott, thanks for being here this morning.
Well, thank you for having me this morning.
I have to share a person. I read your book when I was a teenager about, listen, it's an amazing story. Served with honor. You had to eject out of your F-16, right? And for 6 days were behind enemy lines until you were brought back. It inspired, I think, in part, my service. So thank you for yours.
Thank you.
And why are you a co-chair for Veterans for Trump, and what does it mean to you?
Well, I'm very proud to be on the President's Veterans for Trump for his re-election. Back in 2016, veterans overwhelmingly voted on a margin of over 2-to-1 to support candidate Trump to become president because of his promises to increase our care, our benefits, and the respect the veterans deserve. And he's delivered on all of those promises. So I am now here to be able to support him to make sure he gets reelected.
Yeah, what is your sense amongst vets? Because you're right, it was overwhelming in the support for him. When it comes to, say, the VA, or it comes to defense spending, or backing our war fighters, or the wars we're fighting right now, what are you hearing from those wearing the uniform and vets?
Yeah. Well, veterans take notice when things actually get done, like President Trump has enacted the VA Mission Act to be able to increase the quality of care and the accessibility of care for veterans, as well as the benefits, such as the Forever GI Bill. President Trump has done more for veterans in the history of this country than any president, and that's why veterans support him.
Yeah, the support right now today, the most recent poll we've got, is from May to June. I'm sure we'll get updated on that as well. But 57% approval rating for this president. You talked about the VA. Vets getting the opportunity to choose private care if they can't be seen promptly. The VA is still not perfect, but at this point, at least they've got an option.
Well, I think Secretary Wilkie is doing a great job there. Back in 2014, we had scandals in the VA. And under President Trump's leadership, we have either removed, demoted, or suspended over 4,000 VA employees who don't treat our veterans right. So I think that is something that has been needed to change the culture in the VA. But the one thing that I really want to stress that Americans need to realize that President Trump has also realized that we've depleted our military over decades. From 1991 to current day, we've reduced our total military force structure by nearly over 1 million troops. And yet we've increased our mission requirements by over 300%, putting a lot of stress on the backs of those who have been serving in countless wars from Iraq, Afghanistan, Syria, and on end. And President Trump has realized that not only have we depleted our military equipment and our resources, and also the strain that's put on our military service members, that we need to rebuild our military. So he's allocated under 2 National Defense Authorization Acts $1.5 trillion to be able to restore our military.
Yep.
And he's also wanting to get us out of these endless wars, which is extremely important.
He's also restored the depleted morale when war fighters are not allowed to do their job, as you saw under previous rules of engagement. So,
exactly.
Scott O'Grady, thank you for your service, what you've done for this country. Good luck with the cause.
Thank you very much.
You got it. All right, President Trump heading down south today to attend the